Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got it. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
A completion makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up the zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. Offense setting the tone early. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Get some space around the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Passing game was so effective in last possession, right down for a touchdown. And looking for a big play here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense going on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide. So we're all tied up after that one. Could the potential shootout on our hands here?
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Extra point splits the uprights. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Takes the handoff running off left tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, it's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
He's got his man in the open field. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Play action here on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch gotta pad your stats.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. The ball is caught. Finding some room at the 25. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 21, Alabama 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And that catch is hauled in. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They'll try the right here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught quickly. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
Exact on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off here. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking for his back. Looks to the left. Pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs them up 10 yards. First and long now after the penalty. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Second down after that previous play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. The kick will be down just inside the 45. First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's second down now. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Direct snap to the back. He's across the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on third down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. A quick throw out left, complete. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down, but he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And they get set now to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He eludes the rush. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. There's a screen pass to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
He'll avoid the sack, but it's brought down after a short gain. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Snags the quick throw. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Here we go on 4th down. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
1st and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the tailback's got it again. Runs through the defender. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Breaking free at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Runs right over the defender. Great move there. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. It's second down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Running with purpose. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the change. First down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Pocket 0-0. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right.